Hey YouTube, how you going? It's been way too long since I made a video and finally I think maybe I've got the time or the energy or the passion to make a new one, or maybe just the inspiration. I need to be inspired, just like I'm sure that you guys do, and so one of the things I've been thinking about is the stories behind every sneaker. Sometimes you pull out a sneaker and it just reminds you of a story, and so I decided to tell some of those stories because I think as people that collect sneakers and are passionate about sneakers, it's often the stories that draw us to a shoe. Maybe it's an athlete, maybe it's a memory or something like that when you were a kid, and so I want to tell a few of those stories. So today I'm starting with my first story, which is this one over here, the M1300AR2, the Alife collaboration, three shoes. This is the teal version. Over here, one of my favorite shoes, my favorite model, the 1300, and so I want to give you a bit of backstory actually behind this. I can't even remember the date. It was maybe 2, 3, maybe even 4 years ago. Loaded was building up to one of their sneaker events. They did like a sneaker swap meet. It was actually the first sneaker swap meet that I ever attended. There's not a lot of them in New Zealand, and so it was really cool to attend. They did like a build-up competition, a photography competition, if you could post in a photo with you and your collection and do the most sort of creative one. Woody from Sneaker Freaker would choose the winner. And so I put in a photo, I put in a few actually, some were terrible, and one was okay. And I ended up getting chosen as the top entry. And I'll put a link actually in the description to the photo that I took. It was sort of on one of our local beaches up here in Northland, and I had a chili bin with some Sneaker Freaker stickers and some shoes. And the theme was kicks on ice, so I actually had some ice, and yeah, it was actually a bit of a mission. Funny story behind that photo is I brought out my DSLR and got to the beach, had it set up, had the ice and everything, went to flick on the camera, and I actually had no SD card. And so my wife ended up taking on an iPhone. Or maybe it wasn't even an iPhone, I don't know what it was, but the photo ended up winning anyway, so I was pretty pumped. Me and my wife won 2 nights in the Sky City Hotel in Auckland. They paid for our travel down there. I got 2 G-Shock watches because the event was sponsored by G-Shock. This one over here, which was the Bear Brick collaboration and the DGK collaboration. And yeah, we set up with the New Zealand Sneakerheads guys, which is what our sort of Facebook group back in the day was called. Really cool hanging out with the guys, did a bit of a display, and you know, checked out the sneakers. There was food, and yeah, it was really cool. And we've got these t-shirts. Thought I'd bring it out, designed by Askew, and on the back, oh there we go, there's the date, 2013, Loaded Sneaker Swap Meet, sponsored by Sneaker Freaker, Burger Fuel, Pioneer and G-Shock. So they did some cool giveaways, and I remember at the event I was wearing the White Pigeons, the Jeff Staple collaboration, 575s, and I was sort of just transitioning to New Balance, so I collected a few different pairs of sneakers, but New Balance had become my focus. Just passionate about the brand, as you guys probably should or would be aware of by now. And a guy came up to me just randomly and says, "Hey, I've got this pair of shoes, I wonder if you'd be interested in them." And it was this pair over here, the Alife collaboration, and I didn't have the money for them right then, but I really liked them. He goes, "Oh, they're made in the USA," and to be honest, I didn't really understand a lot about New Balance back then, and actually I had never heard of the Alife collaboration, and I had to actually go home and Google them and find them, and even after that, even after some searching, I wasn't aware of how valuable they actually were until a long time after. And anyway, I got his number and I was keen, and I think the next week I came down to Auckland, I had the money and drove to his house, picked them up, and yeah, he gave me a crazy good price. Man, if you're watching this video, thank you so much. I haven't met the guy since. Retail price in the box here is 320 New Zealand dollars. I think I paid something like 140, and they were in mint condition. And yeah, so stoked. And I don't know if you guys do this as well, but sometimes when there's a special event or something that I wear the shoe to, I like to chuck it in the box, and so I've got a few of those little things in the box. I can't remember where I saw it. I saw someone doing it, could have been YouTube, and so just decided to do the same thing. So in the box I have, it was actually like a $50 voucher from the same event, and I just chucked it in there sort of to remember the event. Actually, I wore these to Cubic store, was one of my favourite sneaker stores in New Zealand. Sadly, it closed down probably in the last couple of years, and so I attended a Cubic event It was like a cubic party, the one and only cubic party I attended, and so there was a little drink voucher that I just chucked in just to remember it. I wore these sneakers to the event. I've got a little hang tag. Funny story is when I bought the shoes, they didn't come with a hang tag, and then actually one of the other guys from the sneaker community, Sound Wild, I got something else with him and he just sent me the hang tag. He's like, I don't have the shoes anymore, but you can have my hang tag. So I was pretty pumped. It's cool little things like that, man, that is cool about being part of the sneaker community. So excuse the little autofocusing noise. I don't have one of those cool ultrasonic lenses that make the autofocusing quiet, and I'm probably moving around like crazy and so it makes noise. But yeah, I'm still looking for the other two pairs from the collaboration, the cream pair and the sort of greyish teal pair. But yeah, I think that the reason this shoe is so special to me is because I got really close to selling them, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because I don't know if you follow my social media, but the 1300 has become my favourite model. I sort of began to focus on New Balance and then began to focus on 1300s, and so it's like my focus at the moment. I'm trying to see if I can track down all the pairs. I've been very fortunate to get a whole bunch of pairs from different people, from guys in Team New Balance and different things. So I'm so fortunate to be able to do that. So I'm up to like 26 pairs or something like that. Not all different pairs. I have the custom that I had done, and then 3 pairs of JPs, or 1 pair of Js, 2 pairs of JP2s, which are like my favourite models. So yeah, 1300s, amazing shoe. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the sneaker story, and I definitely want to bring more. I've actually enjoyed doing this, so I hope that you guys really enjoy watching it. If you're on Snapchat, jump on Snapchat. My handle thingy, or whatever you call it, is My Life and Kicks. And yeah, I've been doing some behind the scenes stuff, and so yeah, jump on that. It'd be good to connect with you guys wherever you're from. Introduce yourself, post your destination in the comments or something. I don't know, it'd be cool to meet you. And so hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe and comment, and see you guys in the next one.